Alright, here we are for another edition of the Amateur Corner. I am here with another great fighter and a fellow teammate from Team Evolution, David in the Zone Cascone. Yeah, I gave him that name.
You did.
This is my brother here, another man from Team Evolution who, first fight and first victory, beating people's asses. That's what he does. Takes names, asses, everything. Anyway.
Asses.
Yes, yeah. Asses. Anyway, so let's get this started. Everybody who's watching already knows what this is. This is the Amateur Corner. I bring in the fighters. We ask the questions. You get to know them. Hopefully you get to watch them, follow them. Alright, so let's start this up. Let's jump right into the questions if you don't mind. If you would like, reintroduce yourself, and we'll go from there.
Alright, my name is David Cascone, born and raised in Brooklyn. Only had one fight under my belt. I do want to have more fights under my belt, but right now I feel like I need to focus on some other things like my schooling. But
life
best be knowing that I want to be coming back as soon as I can. As soon as I can.
Alright, so now that we got that in the way, we got that out of the way, let's go straight into the questions. As far as you can think of right now, short term, long term, what are your goals in MMA?
What are my goals in MMA? You know, I'm not really sure what my goals in MMA are. I just really want to get better. I really just want to get better at what I'm doing. I want to work on my stand-up a little more. I want to keep my jiu-jitsu going. Jiu-jitsu is my main thing. I still want to get my stand-up down, you know, work on my kicks and my punches. And, you know, if I'm going to keep competing in amateur, and if you know, things go in a certain direction and I have the opportunity to go pro, maybe.
Go with the flow, baby.
Just go with the flow.
With the punches. I like that.
But, you know, I do have, you know, my regular career that I'm trying to work on, nursing.
Life,
so
there's always life, you know.
Always have a plan B. I think you was my plan.
I like
always
that.
have a plan B.
So, next question. How did you get into MMA?
How did I get into MMA? I've been doing martial arts more on and off my whole life. When I was younger, I used to do judo and a little bit of jiu-jitsu and taekwondo. Not much taekwondo, though. And then I stopped, and then I went back into jiu-jitsu again because I would always wrestle with my friends in college. I just liked wrestling a lot, and so I went to jiu-jitsu, and I've been doing it for like steadily 2.5 years now, minus like the past couple months because of school and stuff. But I was doing jiu-jitsu for probably 2.5 years. It was blue belt with 2 stripes.
Nice.
And I was doing the Muay Thai for about 7 months consistently. And I have you training you with that. It's like practically a full year of Muay Thai.
Nice.
And yeah,
like I said, asses and names.
Asses and names. I like playing with the hands.
Yeah, no. So we're gonna go into our next question. Obviously we train together, so I know this. I just want everybody else to know this. How do you plan or train for your fights? What goes into it?
Oh, everything. Dieting. I get a consistent workout in a minimum of every other day. A minimum of every other day. Do sprints in the morning. Do sprints with some friends. You know, go out running. I really just try and keep myself all around. You know, I used to concentrate mainly on calisthenics. I'm getting more into the weights now. Trying to get my strength up a little bit, but just calisthenics every single morning with like 1 day rests. Dieting clean, no junk food. I had a pretty steady diet.
A lot easier said than done. I'll be one to say that, brother. So, based on your last fight and what you plan to go into, what weight division do you plan to go into? Do you want to stay in this weight division? You want to go up? You want to go down? Let us know where your mind is. Well,
for my last fight, I fought at 145 pounds. I definitely don't want to stay at that weight class. I definitely want to increase my weight class to like a minimum at this point is 150 and then maybe 155. I just feel like I'm not as strong as I could be, and in order to make myself stronger, I'll need to tack on that extra weight to learn how to carry around. I wouldn't want to lose any of my agility at all, so you know that's also something I need to focus on. Make sure I stay with the cardio, with the plyometrics.
Look at guys like Cain Velasquez and Junior Dos Santos, man. Big dudes, 885, 190 pounds. These guys are fast.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So it's doable. It's not.
That's where the calisthenics comes in. Man. You learn how to play with your own body weight.
Yeah, that's a definite thing we gotta work on.
It's always important to do calisthenics and weight. Weight for the strengths and calisthenics. You gotta know your own body, man.
You can't work with your own body weight. You can't work with shit.
That's it.
All right. So next question. I love asking this question because you can learn a lot about the people I speak to from this question. It's one of my favorites. So we're gonna jump right into it. If you could train with anyone, dead or alive, who would it be and why?
Well, me personally, I would want to train with Little Mac from Punch Out, because you know he really trained really hard for his fight. Won against Tyson. He trained so hard, man. And
Nintendo, he actually did.
How many lives did he have, man? He could just get knocked out cold and he would come right back, man. That ability just to come right back was just a really
You
good
can actually learn that in real life. I like that too. I like that. See, I told you, you can learn a lot from the person you asked the question. Anyway, so we're going to jump into the next question, alright? This one's another one I really like because it's a personal question that I ask myself constantly. And for my question to you is, if anything, what does fighting mean to you?
What does fighting mean to me? It's kind of like a game of chess.
Alright.
It's just, you know, like learning your opponent, and it's I mean, it requires a lot more thinking than one would think. You know, I mean, some fights don't. They just go straight at it. But I like to play more like strategic, because you know that's how you're going to save energy. That's how you're going to save your body. Is strategy.
Smart fighting, baby. Smart fighting.
Strategy in the ring. Outside the ring, strategy doesn't really work out. You got to be able to think on your feet, and it is very much like chess. It really is.
Trying to stay ahead of your opponent, trying to figure out what he's going to do before he even does it. You know, some of the greatest fighters to ever grace the ring, for me, Muhammad Ali. He would literally force his opponents through, you know, through mimicking and you know, overall just messing with them. And he would force them into a corner before they even stepped into the ring. You know what I mean? So that's kind of like what you're saying. You know, and I like that.
You gotta you save your body. If you go in there brawling all the time, man, there's a good possibility you're probably gonna get seriously hurt.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You can't do that to your body. You know.
Right. So the next question, I already know the answer to this, but I want this for everybody else. Now the question is, where do you train? And if you're going to, when you're going to fight again, because we already know you are, where do you see yourself fighting?
I train with, obviously you, I train with you. You know, I have some people, some friends that train jiu-jitsu, and they take it out of their kind heart to help me train, you know, take some time out of their day. You know, there's this new gym that opened up around here on 20th Avenue and Avenue I. You definitely want to check that out because they offer training there also. And I don't know when my next fight's going to be. Probably not anytime soon. But mark my words, I will have another fight. It's just too good of an experience. I definitely want to come back. Yeah, I don't want to leave on 1-0. I want to leave hopefully 2-0.
You know what it is? It's like Pringles, man. Once you pop, you can't stop.
Just can't stop.
All right. Next question. Now it's kind of to you, but to be answered to the viewers. Is there anybody you want to thank? Anybody you want to give a shout out to? If you do, now's the time.
Oh, I definitely want to thank my jiu-jitsu school. You guys been like really good at teaching me technique, and I like to thank all my other trainers, George, Marcus, my other jiu-jitsu trainers, everybody. You know, you guys have really been a huge influence, like really like pushing it to the limit with everything I got, with the workouts and with the training. It's just always learning so much. And, you know, I like to thank my family for getting me into the jiu-jitsu and for being supportive of me with my martial arts and my training. And, yeah, everyone who trains, keep training. Keep the love going.
That's right. That's what it is. It's in a funny way, it actually is a love. Like, it's a love for the not necessarily the fighting, but the ideology and everything else behind it. You know what I mean? I don't know. That's the way I look at it. Anyway, next question, which will actually be our final question. So this one, you know, take your time with it. Make sure, you know, everybody knows. Because now my question is to you. Where can we follow you? Where can we get in touch with you? You know, people who are watching the video, they're checking you out. They're going to check out your, hopefully we can get together and make put up a sparring video. I could put your fight up on the channel. And where can we follow you? Where can we get in touch with you? You know, for the people out there that want to follow you, want to get in touch with you. So why don't you give these guys a chance now?
Alright, well, you can follow me on the Evolution fan page on Facebook. I'm sure there'll be a link somewhere over here. I don't know where. But you can follow me there. You know, and you could, if you want to contact me personally, you can contact me via my email. That's crisis1015@AOL.com.
Wherever it is.
And yeah, that's about it.
Alright, cool. Well, that's gonna be, we're gonna wrap it up for this edition of the Amateur Corner. Again, with David in the zone, Cascone, my man. Again, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, anything, go ahead and leave it in the comments. Please hit like and subscribe if you want to keep watching these videos, getting to know the fighters. A lot more to come, a lot more to see. You guys keep in touch.